Game start. High score. Mission complete. Victory.
What's up everybody, Doc Fortune here, trying out a new setup. I've been away for a little while because working nights has been kicking my ass. Hopefully you can hear everything okay on the new mic. I had to get a wired headset because all the wireless headsets are making my head hurt, and I think long term it's no good, so I'm going back to wired headsets. So far, I got this new one. I want to say HyperX Cloud 3 is the name of it, but it's excellent. It's about 99 bucks if you can find one. And so far, I'm happy with it. Much less pain in my head than when I'm using a wired headset. So I've had some things that I've had to fix, like my headset, and I didn't really have trouble with the mic, but it's more convenient to have this mic built in, so hopefully it sounds okay. I've been inspired to work on some of my art, but my drawing tablet has been messing up, so gotta replace that. Gotta work out my sleep situation to where I get better sleep, so I'm gonna have to spend some money on that front. Everything costs money. Everything costs money. I'm just playing games for fun right now because this is the only time I've really gotten to be able to do it in a long time. I've played a few games of Risk of Rain off stream just to enjoy myself, but really I've just been too tired to even focus mostly. So I haven't played a lot. Getting terrible items on this run back. I got a piece of meat and some fungus. Doesn't that just make you want to go out to eat somewhere? Piece of meat and some fungus. I do have this volcanic egg that I picked up, which does this. It's like a free movement, so that's pretty good. It's not as good on Huntress because I already have a lot of great movement skills, but since movement is the way that you stay alive in Risk of Rain 2, I would say you can never have too much. I'm already 2 minutes in, and I can't say that I found anything that's really good or useful except for this volcanic egg. So hopefully this one will be a little bit better. Nope, more of the same shit I already didn't want. So you just kind of jump around. This level's weird to me. It's one of the newer ones that they added in later with DLC and expansions and updates. It's nice of them to give new levels. It's always fun, keeps the game fresh, but it's just like when you're so used to the old ones, it makes it a little bit more tricky to navigate all the places and to know where all the possible stuff could be hiding. As you can see, I'm finding it in weird places here, like on this leaf. It's another piece of meat. God damn, I'm getting hosed on the items. This might be the worst first set of items I've ever gotten. I think I thought I spawned up there, so maybe there's nothing up there for me, but I don't know. Could just be wasting time right now. I just don't feel like I've gotten all that much to help me weather the next few levels, so I guess I'll take these drones. Oh, there's this thing that costs 50 now that I spent all my money. We'll probably go after this. There's another item. Another piece of equipment. It's worth seeing what it is at least. Equipment's still... I know the egg is good, but I like these blades. I like the big extra burst of damage that it gives you, so... It's dawned on me that I still haven't found the exit. I guess I need to do that. It looks like it's up there. We could tell by the sparkles in the sky. Oh, let's see. I'm gonna jump and shift. There we go. Here's this thing. We're right at the 5-minute mark. It's not too bad. I wish we would have found better stuff though. We have the Stone Titan. I'm gonna drop my R attack right on top of him. And then I'm gonna try to get up close to him and run circles. I found that that's the easiest way to dodge his beam. We're just getting completely screwed on items. This is like a novelty item. It makes squid polyps appear whenever you interact with something. So it's not completely useless. They are free temporary turrets, but there's better things we could have gotten. The saw blades do damage when we shoot them out and when they return, and they do more damage if all 3 of them hit the enemy. So we'll try to use that when we're up close. That way all 3 blades hit and we get them on the exit and the return. Kind of uneventful for the first level. It's hard for enemies to get up here to us. We killed everything pretty quick. Let's get out of here. Hope for better stuff on the next level. Or at least a recycler where I can throw all of this crap away. The missile launcher's pretty good. Both pieces of equipment that we found are pretty good. Everything's more expensive right away. These are one of the pressure plates you can put something on to open the gate that allows you to unlock Roald's band and Kajaro's band. They're just damage items. They make a flame or an ice tornado appear. I don't know how you roll these pots. Like, can I dash into them? Yeah, that rolls them. Enemies will blow your pots up though, so sometimes it's better to do this after you've completed the level. You can see we just open this and oh, I shot the pot. We can open this up and it creates more polyps. Every time we open something, a polyp is going to appear somewhere like that. And it'll just start shooting our enemies for us. I think they slowly lose life. Anyway, if you don't have some kind of item that you can set on top of this, you want to roll one of those pots. See how it goes down, but it won't stay down. And you have to press 2 of them at the same time. So if you ever want to do that, you have to get something on top of it. You can use the engineer. You can use his turrets. You can also use the captain's beacons. And then you'll just have to go find the other one and step on it. It'll open these doors at the other end of the level. You can go in there to fight some elder lizards and they'll drop the bands. You can do this every time to get the free bands. They're really good items. But I don't do it every time because rolling something onto those plates is a pain in the ass and I'm not playing engineer or captain most of the time. Trying to get a little bit more money so I can buy whatever's in this. It's just more crap. We're getting totally trolled by the RNG this game. Here's the other plate, so once you put one on that other plate, you would come stand on this, and it would open. They're in different places too. They're not always in the same spot, so you just have to look for them. Okay, I found the exit. I've got one like semi-decent item. It's just the red item from this. Let's see, what does it do? Reduce the armor of enemies after repeatedly striking them. We're Huntress, so we're going to be repeatedly striking them a lot. I don't want that. I'll keep my saw blades. Ooh, there's another one over here though. Let's see what it is. That's okay. For us, it's not that bad. Gives us speed and critical hit, and it does have a very short cooldown, but how about damage? Damage is what we got. It's hard to give up damage when you've got it, because you always need it. You kind of always need more of it. This is the gate that opens once you press down both the pressure plates. So you would just go in there and fight those two things, and you'll get your free bands, and the items will be unlocked for you now. We already have it unlocked, so we're just going to rely on RNG to maybe throw a couple of our way later. This is okay. It's not another piece of meat or a stupid fungus thing, so I am going to call that a win. Yeah, we're carrying a backpack full of crap. I have one good item, which is my goat hoof, or else I would throw everything into that close damage printer right there and be better off for it. So we can get right up close to her and press this Q. All three blades hit, and they all hit when they came back. And now she's pretty much dead. That's why I hang on to this saw blade item. It's big damage. She got chopped up pretty bad by it. The Beetle Queen. She's down on Abbey Road with Eleanor Rigby. Saying hi to Jude. You can see this thing has a pretty short cooldown too, this saw blade, so it's not bad. Just waiting for the teleporter to charge up. A lot of the characters in this game are fun, but Huntress is like an old comfort character for me, so whenever I'm just feeling lame or I don't want to have to manage a bunch of cool combos, I know I can just pick up Huntress player. It's still a challenge. You still feel like a superhero, but I can just kind of take it easy because I'm comfortable on her. I feel really slow and weak because all my items are bad, but maybe that'll turn around on this level. Right now we have free money on the ground and guys that are going to give us their lunch money. So we can just pick all this up and that'll help us hunt for treasure. There's something big over here that's taken a bunch of damage just from the few things that I've done. So I'm going to go ahead and finish it off for extra Christmas money. There we go. We got a lot. The rockets plus the squids is kind of cool because every time we open something, the rocket shoots out. And every time we open something, a squid pops up. So it shoots out a bunch of free damage, and then it creates a squid to help us do extra damage. You might be asking, why is this considered bad? Well, At the end of the game, you're going to need items that actually do stuff, and there's nothing to open and nothing to activate, really. So these items just become useless junk against the final stage and the last boss. That's why they're okay for gimmicks and in the short term. But by the time you get to the end, you want to be looking for a way to dump them and get something better that actually works. Which is why you look for recyclers that allow you to get rid of undesirable items. And you look for 3D printers that allow you to use scrap that you got from the recycled items in order to trade it for something that you actually want. And it's all random. You never know when you're going to find the recycler. You never know what kind of 3D printers you're going to get. I'm just going to use the blades here to finish that guy off. Oof. I'm going to take this close-up damage. I think it's the best thing that was there. Try to get those over that beast, but he's getting pushed away by something. I don't know what it is. Something's shoving my enemies, though. Another red item. This is good. This is just really good. Add 2 extra charges to your utility skill. So now we have 3 shifts. Huntress has like a special thing that gives her 3 shifts, but we're using the standard shift, which is longer, but you only get 1 of them. However, now it's longer and we get 3 charges of it, just as if we were using the special one. So Hard Light Afterburner is a good item. It just gives you 2 charges of your utility skill, and pretty much every character can benefit from having 2 charges of their utility skill, because it's usually really a good skill that helps them survive or go places. Sometimes it's a defense. I think for Artificer it's her Ice Wall, which freezes people and gives them an execution threshold, so that's incredible to have a bunch of charges of that on her. You basically freeze all your enemies. We're just getting tons and tons of the same mediocre to bad items that we don't want, so this is like a legendary troll run. Just gonna make one quick look around. My keyboard's lagging out, so that'll get us killed for sure in later stages, but for now we're safe. I need to get a new mouse and keyboard, but it's just kind of one of those things where you need a new everything, and which one do you pick first? Priorities, you know? I see some treasure. If you see me stand still like an idiot, it's not because I'm bad. It's because the keyboard is lagging out. Finally, that's a pretty decent item. We don't really have any 3D printers. We didn't find a recycler to my knowledge. This is a weird shrine that only appears on this level. I'm tempted to take it because it turns all of your items into the same thing. So see, we got rid of all those bad items. We have 2 Hard Light Afterburners and we have 6 rocket launchers. So that was worth it. Basically, it takes all your items of whatever rank, common, uncommon, rare, and it turns them all into the same thing, and it's random. So we only had 2 things on our red items, and they were both good. It was worth the risk. We only had a couple of things on our green items. It was worth the risk, and we got rid of all those shitty white items that were basically trash. And we have close-up damage times 16, which 1 or 2 of them is okay, but having 16 is pretty damn good. We're just gonna nuke this guy with this right here. I thought we were. I got my ass kicked. I guess I didn't hit him with all of the blades from the saw blade for some reason, but he definitely hit us with some shit. We're just gonna get away from him. See, we got like 5 charges on our dash. Nobody should ever be able to catch us, even though we're really slow. I don't know where this guy just appeared. He appeared somewhere though. That's his thing. I think we're gonna die. I have a healing bot, but it's not doing shit, and I don't know why. It's like healing my gunner drone or something dumb like that. Or probably one of the fucking stupid squid things. So I'm just gonna run and try to gain some natural healing for a second. There we go. My stupid healing drone's finally healing me. There you go. You got it. Let's hit him with the blades again. We did a lot more damage that time. That basically got rid of him. Yep, now that the fight's completely over, you can see the healing drone is back to healing me. Good job, buddy. Should be doing crazy damage to these guys up close, I feel like, but doesn't feel that significantly better. That could have killed me, but it didn't. I was taking a drink and that stupid asshole ran up and slashed me in the face. What a dirty jerk. Trying to put my arrows over that thing's like shadow. There we go. We got it on the exit and return, so it did good damage. Holy smokes, I don't want to fight these dudes. See you later. Just barely made it up this hill. We have enough money to buy this though, so we're gonna. Well, these things are down here shooting my drones, so let's just thin them out a little bit. Ooh, they're taking big damage from the missile launchers, so that's kind of cool. Holy shit, another one, and then 2 more spawn. I'm just trying to get rid of those guys because they're kind of a big threat. And then they just keep fucking appearing, so what's the point? Oh, there's a magma worm. They can eat some blades. You just don't want to stand around too long and let them hit you because their moves will kill you in one hit a lot of times. I don't know what this is, but this stupid thing bumped me up in the air when I was trying to get to it, so I just picked whatever I could. You can see this is my sprint. I'm slow. I have no movement items, so I would really like to have some. Well, a bunch of dudes behind me that are making trouble. I'm just trying to get an item so that I can do more damage, because right now that seems to be the best thing that my build does. The guitar will make it proc even more because damage types, having a variety of damage types makes them multiplicative rather than additive. So several different damage types are better than a ton of the same thing. I think this damage crystal, this focus crystal that I have is like an exception to that, because usually with white items, if you have a bunch of them, they're better. And let's see what it does. Just bonus damage. It doesn't say how much, but we have 16, which is more than I've ever had, so it's got to be some kind of significant. The problem is that they have to be within this very narrow space, this little red line. You can't see it here because the whole fucking map is red, but there's a little red line around me that basically constitutes the range for bonus damage, and it seems like everything I do is out of this range, so it's not helping us that much. We're going to take everything that we can to get more speed. This only helps us out of combat, so that's not that great, but it's better than nothing. We have to kill some of these guys because we don't have money. Just remember, you have a whole lot of dashes with this Afterlight hard burner. Like, I'm basically never going to run out. So just keep it up. Don't let them hit you. If you're ever in danger, don't run right up on those guys because they'll kill you in one hit like that. So that was kind of a terrible run. We got shitty items. We had a cool gimmick that turned them all into one thing basically. That was a really good item to have, but we let ourselves get killed. We didn't use it enough. No movement. No real damage to speak of. It sucked. It wasn't that good of a run. I'm trying to think of what I want to do next. Haven't played Bandit in a while. Could always go Artificer as well. I think I'm just gonna go Huntress one more try, and then I'll see how I feel after this game. Might switch it up, might do some Dawn of War, just depends. Dawn of War is a sweaty game. You have to be like focused and you have to try hard, and win or lose, you're usually tired after you play it, so I don't know. I try to do things where I can put my best foot forward. I don't want to bitch. I don't want to cry about how hard the game is or why I'm losing or any of that shit. And then, I mean, you just lose a lot in Dawn of War. It's part of the territory. People are good and people try hard, so if you're not willing to bring that same thing to the game, you're just probably going to lose. It's got like a learning curve as well. I could play some computers, which I might do that. Dark Crusade for Dawn of War Definitive Edition has a really fun campaign. So I might play through that. I saw a lot of people doing that when the game first came out. I don't understand why people would watch that though. That's the only reason that I hesitate, is because to me it's not interesting. I want to see competition. I want to see other people playing against each other and see what they're doing and what works and what I can use to win against other people. I like to see matches. I like to see strategy guides and stuff, which I'm not really making a strategy guide, but there's not much out there. So you can learn a little bit by watching my games, because honestly Dawn of War has not changed all that much. So a lot of the old strategies still work. They just polished it up and put all the stuff together in a nice manageable package where you can play it on a modern PC. And it's pretty much the same game. Works more or less right out of the box. So yeah, a lot of the old strategies, a lot of the old cheese, the rushes, the sort of different nonsense things you do to get shitty but technical victories in multiplayer, a lot of that stuff still works. I don't know, to me an RTS is not really fun unless you get to build a bunch of shit, like buildings, and you get to have a bunch of units. And sure, you need to manage them well, sure you need to use all the little special abilities and stuff, but if you don't get to do all that stuff, it's not really fun to me. And the truth of Dawn of War is just with the skill levels where they are, a lot of people win or lose the game in Tier 1. You can take your basic units, and if you know what you're doing, you can kind of beat the shit out of a person who doesn't know what they're doing. And if you're playing a person who does know what they're doing, of equal skill level, it's still going to be hard, but you can win it out by being better. And then if you're against a person with the higher skill level, you're still going to get the shit kicked out of you and lose in Tier 1. So that happens a lot. That's most of it. And so it can be tough. I didn't find enough items on this level. I only have 3 items. They're halfway decent though. And I got 3 drones because that's all that was laying around on the damn ground. So I'm eating shit from stupid things that shouldn't be able to hurt me, and I'm just letting them hurt me. So I have to remember. The healing drone is helping a little bit. 2 of them is not hurting at all, so I like fighting this thing right here. It can't quite get to me the way it wants to. And I can dodge its attacks, and I can dodge its super attack more easily. Not paying great attention to the stuff that's around me, but all the flying shit has a hard time with this area as well. So we're gonna abuse this. I hate this cheesy ass boss. Oh, we got a dude behind us that we can't ignore anymore. Mr. Laser Guns finally made his way down to the ground to annoy me with his bullshit. So let's just shoot him to death. Alright, we can go back to Jellyfish now. Try not to get killed. He can't quite figure out where we're at, so let's go help him. Remember, you gotta dodge this some way somehow, so just get down to cover. When he does this attack, look for anything on the ground that's shaded. He makes a bright light and it casts a big shadow. As long as you're standing in the shadows, you're good. It's kind of hard to tell what I'm talking about because of the way that I'm doing this, but he'll keep doing this shit while he's low on health until we kill him. So I'm just gonna focus him down. This is another kind of dumb random RNG thing where we have 2 wax quails and 2 attack speed items. I guess we could leave, but I feel like maybe I didn't explore this level enough. It just seems that way though. I found 7 things, 4 items and 3 drones. It's because the game dealt me a lot of drones and not a lot of items. So hopefully more items now. You can see we jump way forward because we have 2 wax quails. I'm just gonna do this shrine. It'll make us fight twice the bosses, but it'll give us twice the reward. So since we have 2, 2, 2 of everything right now, why don't we just keep it nice and Harvey Dent and get 2 of whatever this guy's gonna give us when we kill him. I hear a bunch of jellyfish spawning, so I'm gonna kill him so I can go have money for this item that I still don't have enough money for. Haha, I need 66. We're getting there. I'm just gonna go run around. There's not enough shit in this area to keep us hanging out. We'll stir up some enemies along the way. We have just enough money to go get this thing. So I'm going to go ahead and get it so that we don't have to waste any more time doubling back here. It's alright. Some dude's trying to shoot us in the back, so we're just going to run. He'll follow us indefinitely forever. There'll be more guys up here like this one that we can fight. And we need to be pathing towards presence and money and finding our objectives, which are the teleporter. We're not doing anything special in this run, it's just for fun, so we're trying to beat the game on Monsoon, which I think I still do have a challenge to unlock for that. This is pretty okay for us. Having an extra ability on Huntress is not bad. Her Boomerang is her most damaging ability, so these guys will kill you in one hit. Just be careful. Don't underestimate their damage. Once you see those guys show up, it means the game is starting to get a little bit harder. It's about to throw the next level of enemies at you. That's kind of what you're getting into. This is a good item for us if we ever find equipment. It gives us an extra cooldown. Equipment's really strong, so if you get the right one. And having an extra cooldown is, as you can imagine, even stronger. So take the soda can, it makes us run faster. It's called an energy drink. I gotta get rid of these damn wax quails. I'm like jumping so far that I'm missing my marks. I really don't like them that much anyway. They're okay items. They're movement, so that helps for sure. But I would rather have a Hopu feather, which gives you a double jump. And then if you have both of them, the wax quail makes it difficult to jump. It's like your first jump is going to throw you way forward, and then your second jump's going to pop you up in the air, and it's like it's hard to drive it. Hard to pilot that kind of power-ups. But if you're going up a hill, you can see you get up it very fast with the wax quail. Oh, I'm mumbling. Let's see. I see some stuff. Some stuff laying in the water. You can see I have all these extra charges. That's another drone. I didn't know what it was. I couldn't see if it was a present or a drone, but it was a drone, so now we have more. Drones are okay as long as you stack them up. The more you have, it's kind of like anything in this game, really. The more you have, the better it works in general. I need money. There's a bunch of dudes to fight. I'm gonna go up here and fight them. Should have plenty of money for everything now. We want to get this goat hoof. Makes us faster. Bleed damage. Yeah, I didn't get this yet, so we'll go ahead and get it. Sucks. Not worth it. We need this though. Piece of equipment. This is not the best for us because we have extra charges. This thing doesn't, like, you turn it on and off. It uses your money and it does extra damage per shot while your money drains down, which is fine if you're at the end of the level and you don't have anything else to spend money on. It's also good against the final boss because you're just gonna have like $19,000 and nothing to spend it on. Not as great on the lower levels. We got kind of lucky here with these beetle ladies because they're not that hard to kill. and they're not super difficult bosses either. So we just have to keep moving mostly and not get killed by the small minor bosses. You can see there's lots of little minor things that were trying to shoot us, so I'm just taking time away to hopefully not kill myself. I don't know where my gunners and stuff are, or my healing drones for that matter. We have a bunch of extra bosses because we used the mountain shrine. It seems scary, but it's not that bad, so just don't get killed by the normal stuff. Sorry, mate. I got my little doggy, and she's subject to my movements as I get to varying levels of intensity in the game, so she's like, hey, what gives, pal? I was resting, being a good doggy, and now you're moving all around, all tense and nervous like. Sorry, Mabes, that's what happens when we play games. As people, we get all into it and we start moving and tilting the controller, even though it doesn't make the game move any faster and doesn't make the characters listen any better. I have 2 healing drones and I'm just standing up here trying not to die. I don't know what the hell they're doing, so I'm just gonna stand still and wait for them to try and find me. So otherwise I'm gonna die. Alright, this isn't working, so I have to keep running. All this shit found me and now it's trying to kill me. But I did heal up a little bit, enough to take 1 hit from something and then be almost dead again, so let's get over here and thin them out a little bit. We can try to dodge some stuff by skipping up this hill. Like I said, our mobility is really good while we're skipping, I guess. God damn, there's a lot of these bee things everywhere, and I don't know what they do. I should by now, but I don't. Let's see. Just try to thin all this stuff out so there's not so much crap on the screen. The bosses are pretty close to dead, so are we. But the drone is trying to heal us for whatever that's worth. I'm just going to turn on my Q to kill this thing as fast as possible. There we go. We got 2 death marks, which frankly I hate that item. It sucks. So all this trouble was not worth it. But that's RNG, folks. That's the name of the game. See a present down here. I'm just sort of scouting around where all the stuff is. I don't have any money, nothing spawning for me to kill. There we go. A whole bunch of stuff came up as soon as I said that, so you can see if you can sort of circle strafe if you have a lot of open space. The wax quail can be pretty okay for that. Alright. We got a bunch of shit for killing those guys. We saw this down here. We're just gonna go ahead and get it. I really need a recycler. This has been like a long time. I didn't find one at all in the last run. This is already stage 3. There's really only about 5 stages to this game. They kind of alternate. There's some different choices you can get, but you really only play about 5 stages. So going through the game twice and not finding any item recyclers is kind of a bitch. This is a good item, so I can't be mad about that. Oh shit, guy's closing in behind me, so I'm just gonna go back to my presence. There we go. It's okay. It's alright. The reason this item's not great is because it only works when you're taking damage, which you don't want to take damage. Most of the time taking damage means you're dead. So you can see how this is not that useful. Make sure there's nothing else I missed over here before I decide to try and get out of dodge. I don't think there is. Nothing here, nothing there. So we're gonna make our way over to search this area. I can see stuff on the ground over here, so we already know we're gonna be in better shape by going this way. This is crap. Really bad items. Yeah. I have a little dog barking. This is okay, at least it's damage. I used to hate this item because it's really not good on Huntress, if you see. Like, if you get this on Bandit, it's pretty cool because you do a lot of your damage up close. If you get this on Huntress, almost nothing is in range for any of your shit. You're doing a lot of long range stuff to kill all these fools, so what the hell good is it? See, almost nothing is within this range for me. That little red circle in the ground is where it's appearing. Anything that's that close can deal some extra damage. We're not really getting shit. We're also not finding our recycler, so we're just gonna go up to the top of this hill, make sure there's no treasure laying around. There's not. I see one more thing down here that might be semi-useful to us. Just depends on what it turns out to be. Not the worst, not the best. This is slightly better. Ended up being some stuff down here. That's pretty good. We want the damage. Oh, look at all these dudes. You should never just teleport right into them like I'm doing. This is bad. Don't do that. Don't be like me. Alright, there's no point in fighting all this shit because there's no toys to be had, so let's get on to the next level. We got a Clay Dune Strider. This thing sucks and I hate it. That's all I can say. At least there's only one of them. I think. Maybe there's another one. I don't know. These things tend to spawn in twos a whole lot. They also shoot these evil meatball things that are somehow like homing meatballs. I've had them chase me up hills and shit. I don't know how they do it. And then they get low. They throw out these tentacle things that drain everything nearby. So all around just not fun to deal with. In fact, we're going to turn on the money gun and we're just going to chunk this guy down. I'm getting shot by another one of these fucking things from somewhere. So I'm pretty sure my suspicions were correct and that there are two of them. Yeah, here we go. He figured out where he was and appeared to shoot his evil meatball bullshit at me. Turn the money gun back on, just chip this damn thing down. It's hitting me with its spicy meatballs, so I'm dying. But all you have to do to hit with this money gun is look in the thing's general direction, so you can see it really gets ramped up after a while. There we go, we got rid of it. Money gun's not bad. I've definitely had worse equipments. Yep. Here we go. We'll just basically take a look. This thing's called the Crowdfunder. Toggle to fire costs gold per bullet. Alright, sorry I had to check a message. I'm jumping back in. We're just teleporting to the next level. Double wax quail might be okay against the final boss. I don't know. It does allow us to jump quite a way, and you can get a lot done just by circle strafing the boss. Here's this asshole. We just got rid of him. He's back. I'm doing stupid things by flying right in his face. It's because I had to do something to dodge this dumb guy's laser. I'm just trying to get rid of this thing now because if I don't, it will be a nuisance. It doesn't seem as hard to kill as the full-blown boss, but then again there's only one, so I'm sure that's making a difference as well. Turning on the money gun. Nope. I need money. I don't know why I'm doing that. Oh, I'm getting wrecked. I'm out of super moves. I'm ending up in stupid places. There we go. We can buy some stuff for the time being. He's just getting a bunch of his health back by draining all these enemies away, but it also makes me have to not fight them, so it's hard to be mad about it. Fortunately, the healing drone is keeping me alive through all these bad decisions, so almost got rid of this guy. We should be able to shop semi-freely after we kill him. Then there'll just be a lot of stuff laying around that we can afford. There we go, that's not bad. We'll just kill new enemies. There's a super chest right here. You can see because of the mushrooms. It's down in this cave or something nearby. Ouch. Let's see. Sometimes it would be in there, but not this time. I don't know where the mushrooms went, but oh, they were up at the top of this hill, huh? I guess Does that mean they're up here? Yeah, maybe it does. Here it is, right here. So when you see the mushrooms, that's generally an indication. This chest spawns in a random place, but it'll be a guaranteed red item. And there's like 3 places it'll be here. It just costs 4 grand. Usually you buy it after you finish the level. That's probably what I'm gonna do. I thought it was that other stupid beam, but it's not. It's his extended beam. Let's go ahead and take this. We'll just have 2 stealth war kits to help us out. I think we keep getting bumped up in the air by that Titan's like punch move. He tries to use it when you're hiding behind cover, so it'll knock you up in the air and make you more easy to target with his other abilities. There we go. We needed some more money to get this. It's just okay, but like as a general rule of thumb, these later levels you want to try and farm them out because they have the most items on them compared to the first 2. Levels 3 and 4 have more, and then if you just think about it from like a strategy standpoint, like these will be your last chances to become more powerful before you go on to fight stronger bosses and so forth. So you really want to get everything you can out of these last couple of levels. I hate this level. I hate the way that it's laid out. It's really easy to fall. You're doing all this goddamn jumpy, bouncy bullshit the whole time. It's really easy to fall to your death. I don't have any heal items because of RNG, so I just lose all my health and then run around at 125 HP trying to figure out where my life went wrong. The stealth war kits, these little things we can pick up on the ground are helping us. Oh, somehow Emperor Palpatine returned. I don't know what's going on. Let's see. Let's get another one of these things. I need to find some stuff to pick up. That's the one major flaw in everything that I'm doing right now, as I'm like, wow, there's a lot of guys I need to kill, but I don't. I need to go find shit and buy it and then leave the level. That's what I need to do. Not quite enough to get this. So let's see, these 5 terrifying buttholes will show up and lend me their money if I can kill them all. These guys are mean. They do a lot of damage. They'll kill me in 1 hit if I let them look at me the wrong way. So I'm going to try not to let them look at me the wrong way. They're looking at me. I don't like it. One of these seconds it's going to be the wrong way, and then what am I going to do? Dash into them and die immediately? Yeah, that's it. That's the plan. I pressed my shift button until I was right in front of their faces and they killed me to death. So that's it for Risk of Rain. Thanks for watching. We'll be back in a minute with some different games, I think. I don't want to play this anymore right now, though. It's had all it can stand, and I can't stand some more. So I'll see you maybe at 5. That'll